The magician Georges Méliès was invited on the 28th of December 1895 to attend a special demonstration in Paris of the Lumière brothers' new invention. Georges Méliès, who immediately saw the possibilities afforded by this new medium to add to his bag of tricks and illusions of a kind not possible in a live theater. Most are familiar with his masterpiece, A Trip to the Moon.
The Lumière brothers had correctly established the cinema's true domain. The novel and the theater sufficed for the study of the human heart. While the cinema is scenery, the dynamism of life, nature, and its phenomena, crowds, and their movements. Everything realized in movement falls to its part. Its lens, like the spectator's eye, is open on the world. Noel Birch.
It's 1901, and you're a magic lantern showman looking for a film to buy for your next performance. Looking through the sales catalog, you read about one that you find very interesting. The description reads, I won't, I'll eat the camera first. Gentleman reading finds a camera fiend with his head under a cloth. Focusing him up, he orders him off, approaches nearer and nearer, gesticulating and ordering the photographer off until his head fills the screen, and finally his mouth only occupies the screen. The Big Swallow was made by James A. Williamson in 1901. Then there was the people's filmmaker, William Hagar. Hagar and his family were traveling entertainers. Hagar's audiences came from the west coast of England and the coal fields of South Wales. The film was based on Charles Peace, 1832 to 1879. Who was an English burglar and a murderer, who embarked on a life of crime after being maimed in an industrial accident as a boy. He was found guilty for murder and subsequently he was hanged. William Hagar, who plays Peace, also wrote and directed this movie. Watch how the rooftop scene here is very tightly choreographed with acrobatic energy and gusto belying the film's age. Just recently, the films of the two Brits, Mitchell and Canyon, who were filmmakers documenting everyday life in ordinary Britain, believed to be lost, were discovered in a Lancashire basement.
Director David Wark Griffith, one of the most influential figures in the early history of film, had his greatest success with The Birth of a Nation of 1915, which depicted Southern slavery favorably and the Ku Klux Klan as a band of heroes. This view of the era was popular at the time. Even today, the question now becomes how many people have even heard of or have seen the films of Maria P. Williams, 1866 to 1932, known as the first black female film producer. Every style and genre of filmmaking to come has its artistic roots in the silent era. But there still remains today a widely held misconception that these films were primitive. This misconception comes from the public's unfamiliarity with the medium, as well as from carelessness on the part of the industry. Most silent films were poorly preserved, and the preserved ones were often played back at the wrong speed. Although some films were lost unintentionally, most silent films were destroyed on purpose. By the end of the silent era, the film studios would often discard large numbers of silent films out of a desire to free up storage spaces. After all, Hollywood's main function and goal was to the box office.